The British Empire, 1583-1997, is a story of ambition, exploration, and change. A story of strength and satisfaction that fashioned the modern-day world in profound ways. The dawn of empire, 1583-1700. In 1583, England started out its colonial journey with Sir Humphrey Gilbert, setting up the first British colony in Newfoundland. As European powers vied for international dominance, England sought wealth and have an effect on via exploration. By the early 1600s, the British East India Company and the Virginia Company had been shaped, marking England's growing presence within the Americas, Africa, and Asia. The British started out trading in sugar, tobacco, and slaves, laying the inspiration for an empire constructed on trade and exploitation. The rise of the British Empire, 1700-1800. By the 18th century, Britain emerged as a main imperial power following its victory over France within the 7 Years' War. 1756-1763. The empire accelerated swiftly, with British colonies in India, the Caribbean, and North America. The Victorian generation, 1837 to 1901, noticed Britain's dominance at its height, with Queen Victoria presiding over an empire that spanned 1/4 of the arena's landmass and population. Britain's Industrial Revolution gave it an area, permitting it to govern international exchange with its effective military and superior generation. The heart of empire, the Victorians, 1837-1901. During the Victorian generation, the British Empire became frequently justified by means of the notion of a civilizing project, bringing law, order, and culture to its colonies. In India, the British East India Company dominated a great deal of the subcontinent. At the same time as in Africa, Britain extended its control via the scramble for Africa. Yet, this changed into a duration of exploitation. The wealth of colonies like India and South Africa became extracted at the rate of local populations who suffered under British rule. The fall of the empire, 1900-1945. The early 20th century brought global challenges. World War I, 1914 to 1918, drained Britain of its resources and gave rise to new global powers such as the United States. The self-determination movement grew in the 1920s, with India, Egypt, and Africa demanding independence. Most notable was Mahatma Gandhi's non-violent campaign for Indian independence, which gained worldwide attention. After World War II, 1939 to 1945, Britain weakened and many of its colonies gained independence. The end of the empire, 1945-1997. Decolonization accelerated after World War II. African and Caribbean countries such as Ghana, 1957, and Jamaica, 1962, gained independence. However, the process was not always peaceful. Violent uprisings, such as the Mau Mau rebellion in Kenya, sparked struggles for independence. In 1997, Hong Kong was the last major British colony to be returned to China, which symbolized the end of the British Empire.